What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video here. I'm going to be showing you two projects that I've got going on currently. The first one we're going to look at is actually running pretty far behind. We've had a couple contractor issues that we'll talk about, but it's starting to wrap up, kind of get close to the finish line. So without further ado, let's go ahead and check this thing out and show you guys where we're at. Alrighty, so we're here inside the house, and first thing I can see is that nobody's working. So that's been one of the issues we've had. It's just, it seems that they're a little short-handed. So some days there's been nobody and nothing going on here, which would kind of cause all the delays. So right now, one of the main things that we're waiting on is to go ahead and get our countertops in here, so that we can go ahead and get the plumbing finish out as well, get the backsplash put on, and all that good stuff. So still waiting on those so we can finish up the kitchen. We've also got several other things in here that need to be touched up still. So like right here, you can see we got some touch-ups to do right there. Still need to do some caulking down there on the baseboards. I've got to do a little patch right there. Got to get these smoke detectors put in. There's some patch right there that needs to get fixed. Got some doorknobs that need to get done. We got this shower here all done, and this thing looks nice. Toilet needs to go in. We've still got some trim and some touch-ups around this window here that need to be done. Got a couple of light fixtures that still need to go in. So that's one of the big things. There's a lot of little patches and stuff here and there that need to get taken care of. So this house here we've had for about 5 months. Usually within about 4 months or so is kind of my turnaround time when I buy a house to when I sell it. So 5 months, still not being totally done with it, is not really where I want to be. Kind of the first thing we ran into with this place though, the seller was supposed to be out of the property 2 weeks after closing. She ended up staying like a month and a half, so an extra like 4 weeks longer than she was supposed to. Obviously that put us behind schedule, but once she got out of the property and we got the contractors in here, got them started on everything, contractors were just moving really slow. I know a lot of folks have had issues with like labor shortages. The contractor, unfortunately, had the same kind of issues. So they weren't able to get a lot of good workers in here, and like today, they show up and there's no one here, nothing going on. So I know it's been really a struggle for them to get it done, but at the same time, though, it's not an excuse. Like if nothing else, at least the GC should be showing up here and getting things knocked out. Issue I made on my part though is we did agree to a timeline, but there was no penalty for not meeting that timeline. Another issue was, I think I had to pay the contractor some money up front for this job because I had him buying materials. And because of that, it would kind of put me in like a negative position if I was to go ahead and fire the contractor. So those are things that I never do. For whatever reason, I compromised those things. I used the contractor's contract. I had the contractor buying materials, and I didn't put any penalties. Our agreement for this property, and of course it came back to bite me. So those are things I'm definitely not going to be doing again going forward. But for this property, just having to kind of ride it out until we get to the finish line and get this thing done. So we've only got a few things left to do here. Like I was saying earlier, just kind of the cabinets and a couple tiny little finish out things we need to get done, and this property can go ahead and get on the market. Had these cabinets in for actually a couple weeks, and the counters should have been in a week ago. So that kind of just tells you kind of the games and the issues we've been running into throughout the project, where things are supposed to be done, you show up and it's not done. So I've just kind of been on the contractors, holding back money until they get things done and having to be really strict with them until we get this thing wrapped up. So it's been really frustrating on this house. It is looking great, you know, granted, it is looking really nice. This house is gonna sell also for a lot more than we thought it would probably, but it's really frustrating because I am used to having these houses, you know, turn really quickly, getting in, getting everything done, and getting out. So it's been a little bit tough for me kind of dealing with the slowness of the contractors and dealing with my own mistakes, not really doing all the you know, the paperwork and setting some of the expectations well up front. So anyways, just trying to wrap this thing up, get this house done, get it on the market, get it sold, get on to the next one. So anyways, that's enough with this house. We're gonna go head over to another property that I have going on, another flip, and I'll show you guys what we have going on with that one. So let's go check it out. Alrighty guys, we're here at this other property. So let's go ahead and head inside and show you where we're at. So out here on the exterior of the property, we've got quite a bit done since we started. We've got the whole exterior here painted, got those rails up there painted as well, got these doors replaced. The front door we've actually had on back order. Hopefully it'll be here within the next week and a half. We can go ahead and get that swapped out too. Our roof, man, it's been crazy how hard it's been to get a roofer. I've actually requested 5 roof quotes, and out of those 5, only 2 people actually came out took a look at the roof. One of them was a little bit higher than I was able to do, but the other one, they kind of been dragging their feet about actually getting out here and getting the job done. It's been crazy, but hopefully we should have this roof going on tomorrow, have that up there on the property. We've still got that hole in the back too there in the decking, so should hopefully be getting all that wrapped up tomorrow, have this new roof on here. Here inside the house, we got rid of all these arches that they had. These were kind of arched entryways over there, really throughout the house. So we got rid of those, and you can see we've also rewired this whole place. So there's all new wiring. This house had aluminum wiring before. We got rid of that. So here's our panel there in the garage, all new wires going in there. Also, something that I had mentioned when we did the initial walkthrough on this property was that we had like the 7-foot ceilings here in the kitchen. So we went ahead and knocked these down, and thankfully there was no plumbing or ducts or anything like that here. So we were able to just knock out all that stuff and raise up the ceilings. So now it feels way bigger and way nicer here in the kitchen. We had some wood paneling all along here, which we got rid of. The whole entire living room also was wood paneling, so we got rid of all of that. Over here in the master, it's kind of the same stuff. So we've got all new wiring throughout the whole place. So all this was cut out. Oh, you can also see here too, I'm not sure if that really shows, but there's a little hole or patch, I should say, in the foundation. So we did the foundation work on the house, got all that stuff done, taken care of, and have the house leveled now. So we've got those patches there. All right, so lighting is pretty bad in here, but we went ahead and raised up all our shower heads, got those raised up. Right here we've got the new valve, which is also going to have a little handle there on the side. I'm super excited for how this shower is going to look. Here in the garage, there's not a whole lot, but we did have carpet here on the floors here in the garage, so that stuff's been removed. We had a hole over there where there was a window unit. Went ahead and got that patched up with brick on the outside, so it matches the old stuff. Thankfully, we found some old brick outside, so we were able to reuse that and match everything up. But yeah, you can see like our new panel here, so a whole lot of electrical work has been done, and we've still got that beautiful sunroof here in the house. Hopefully it'll be wrapped up tomorrow. Over here, this is like a sunroom. It was an addition done in the house. The beam that was put in originally when they did this wasn't strong enough to support all the way to the roof, so we went ahead and added all the support here. So now it's all good. This roof line was actually sagging before, so yeah, looks sharp now. And again, we've got all new exterior doors that have been put in, except for this one here, which should be in tomorrow. Over here, we've got the bathroom of the addition. In here, there hasn't been a whole lot done. Went ahead and insulated some of the plumbing. And same thing here, we've got the new shower valve, shower head raised up to 7 feet. Yeah. So the contractors working on this house have actually been knocking this stuff out really, really quickly. The only reason that they're not here, not doing anything, is because they actually can't. So we still need to get our electrical rough-in inspection done. We just finished up the rewire, so we need to get that inspected for our permit, and then we also need to get our plumbing rough-in inspection done. So those should be happening over the next couple days. Once those are done, the guys will be back in here sheetrocking everything, getting everything closed up so we can start putting it back together. Okay, we're upstairs now. This house is super hot, so if you see me sweating, yeah, that's why. So there's not a ton of stuff to see, but kind of like the other restrooms, we've got the new shower head in here and shower valve. We've got it raised up to 7 feet. Another room, nothing to really see here. Alrighty, so we're outside the property now, and here's where you can kind of see a pretty big difference on the house. So I'll go ahead and link to the video of how the house was before when I did kind of a walkthrough through it. But we've got a bunch of trees trimmed up, so here we go. This whole place was a crazy like jungle. The pool, I don't know if you guys remember how the pool looked, but we've got the pool replastered and looking good. So here's our pool, filled up of nice clear water. It was that nasty black green looking stuff before. Not anymore. This is a super nice place, which I just might end up using a couple times before we sell it. Out here, this is where we've got our sunroom. So this addition here, this sunroom, has a pier and beam foundation, so it's different than the original part of the house, which had a slab. You can see we've got all new piers put in here. It had the wood cedar post before, and now it's got the concrete one, so those are good. Again, that's that last door that we need to put in, and here's our new equipment. We've got the whole exterior pretty much painted. We're gonna have to do a little bit of modification up there, which is where you see some of the green, so they didn't paint that. We might have to cover up those windows, unfortunately, because of the framing we did inside there. But yeah, this is the exterior of the house. So yeah guys, that's pretty much it for this video. Like I was saying earlier, that first house is taking longer than it should. Kind of pushing on the contractors to go ahead and get that wrapped up in the next 2 weeks, which should be plenty of time for them to go ahead and get it wrapped up. This house here is moving along really well. We're gonna go ahead and get those 2 inspections done for the electrical and the plumbing, so that we can go ahead and start wrapping up everything on the inside of the house. So alright guys, so that's pretty much it for this video. Go ahead and leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think about these 2 rehabs, any stuff that you might have done differently with these 2 projects, especially that first one that's taking forever. But if you could, go ahead and leave this video a like, give it a thumbs up, and go ahead and subscribe to the channel, so that way you get notified when I post the updates of these 2 projects once they finish up. But yeah, I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.